The Ysleta del Sur Pueblo is a Native American tribe that is in and around El Paso. They are the only pueblo in the state of Texas. There are about 4,300 members nationwide. The Tiguan have been in this area for more than 100 years. They perform dances like these, the buffalo dance, to educate the audience of their heritage and culture. This dance is done to honor the spirit of the buffalo, usually performed before buffalo hunting season. It is also done as a thanks to the buffalo because it provides food, clothing, and tools. How did they get to this area, you might ask? Well, they were originally settled in Ysleta Pueblo near Albuquerque. But during the period of early Spanish settlement, the Native Americans began to rebel and relocate. This is when many tribes began to move north of New Mexico and west of Texas. They fled or were forced to accompany the Spanish missionaries during the 1680s. The Tiguans did not want to move from their home in Albuquerque, but were rather forced out. They had to go through travel from North New Mexico to West Texas. The travel was not easy, especially because only several came down to settle and find land while the others stayed back. This migration was exile from their origin land. When they got to El Paso, they wanted to keep as many traditions alive as possible, some of them being planting, dancing, pottery painting, and drum making. Language is also very important to the Pueblo. They host classes to make sure the language stays alive. The Tiguas of Ysleta del Sur live in about 26 acres of land, and their housing is built by government loans on the reservation or in the El Paso community. Many tribe members work in various administrative and service jobs, including staffing the gambling facility. The Spanish were known for treating Native Americans with violence and torture, which is why many began to relocate. It was a form for the Spanish to show dominance of the land. As the Tiguans moved into their new land, which is now Lower Valley, El Paso, they constructed a church which is known as the Ysleta Mission Church. While this is not the original church due to damage from age and weather, many believe that the original church was built with mud, logs, and reed. The church is also recognized as the oldest continuously operating church in the state of Texas. This church is located on Alameda and Zaragoza. It is also where Speaking Rock Entertainment Center is. This is an active Class II gambling casino. It is allowed to run due to the 1988 Indian Gaming Regulatory Act, which establishes federal standards for gaming activities in Indian lands. Speaking Rock Entertainment Center also hosts many events such as concerts. Waco Tanks is a state park which is located outside of East El Paso. It is also known as a sacred place for the Tiguans. This place used to provide water and shelter for Native Americans. Many Tiguans go to Waco Tanks for prayer. There are many pictographs that were drawn by Native Americans as a form of communication. Now they host celebrations and performances at the park. They also host events to showcase their culture and heritage. The Ysleta del Sur Pueblo lives on in the El Paso community. They strive to keep their culture alive and educate others.